everyone, this is another Airsoft Dude 1 production. Today I'm going to be doing another video review. Hopefully you watched my Chris Vector video or saw my post on Instagram. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it's BassmanCal Jr. and that's it. BassmanCaljr. So go ahead and follow me on there and you'll see a lot of my guns and what I'm doing to them more actively than YouTube. The gun is sitting over there in the sun, and I just took a picture and posted it. So if you saw the suppressor that was on it, then maybe you figured out what the gun is, and if you did, then kudos to you. It is an HK licensed Tokyo Marui, yes, Tokyo Marui, non-blowback Mark 23. Now, this thing is like a jumbo USP, and it's a 45 caliber. The real gun is a 45 caliber ACP. It has the suppressor on it, which is foam filled, and it does have the LAM or LAM unit, which quite honestly really sucks. And but I'm gonna see what I can do to this to maintain the value, but increase the lumens on the flashlight. So I'm going to start from the mags. The mags it uses are full metal. The mags are just about as heavy as a gun without the suppressor and the LAM on there. So I do have 2 mags for it, which is pretty legit. I also got this in the same trade as the other one. They are pretty darn big magazines. Almost like they're about bigger than a high kappa mag for a high kappa 1911. So this is painted. I do like it. It kind of looks like the Taurus pistol, if you can't see it, on Medal of Honor. So it's nicely textured, and with the mag in, it's really balanced with everything on it. Now, is there a pistol in the world that'll hold this? Probably not. It's a huge gun, and I kid you not. I have decent sized hands, but it's a huge pistol. But it makes up for it in how quiet it is. Now, going from the rear, you can fire it by just cocking this back, which will rock the trigger back, and listen to this. It fired a BB too. That's with a suppressor on, and you probably couldn't even hear it over the plane that just flew over my house. But it is non-blowback, but you can cock around it by going like this. So listen really carefully. Now, you're probably hearing it hit the fence more than you're hearing the gunfire. It's pretty amazing how quiet this thing is. And here, let's see if I can shoot it. It is dead quiet. And 2 mags, they're full metal magazines. They look like the KWA mags. They have the HK licensing all over it, and it has caliber 45 Tokyo Marui LDT made in LTD, made in Japan. The trigger system on it, you can cock it back and then fire it, and it's almost out of gas. I didn't charge it. I do have my gas right there though. I'm gonna charge it real quick. So you can probably fire 3 mags of BBs, and it's a lot of BBs off of it, but just listen to it. There, it's out of BBs. It's so quiet, it's amazing. The whole gun is plastic minus the suppressor and the magazines. I'm really surprised on how good the magazines are. They're really nice. Now, the rear safety is ambidextrous, so, okay, but it only works when the gun's cocked, kind of like a 1911. That only works, and obviously you cannot fire it. There is no half cock, so it'll go back up. When it is locked back, you can pull the trigger and release the tension on the spring so it doesn't fire. Let me do that again. So you can decock it, kind of like a real gun. The ejection port, or what would be the barrel on the gun, does move down and out of the way when you go to fire it. The LAM unit. Let's remove the LAM unit real quick and So if you go up on this side, you're removing it. It does run on 3 AAAs, so you know it's already bad at that point. And it does take a while to unscrew. So there you go. Now it's a little bit more maneuverable, and it doesn't look so ginormous. And it's still quiet. You could probably put a better flashlight on there, but it doesn't have the notches, so it won't lock on. It's covered in trades, so you just slide it on, you just slide it back on, and it's already pretty locked, but you can screw this one on. The top one does not do anything, so don't try and spend your time screwing this top one on. It does move, but it doesn't screw in. The flashlight is on right now. Off, and then on the LAM unit, if you go, you can hit it with your middle finger. If you go to the left of the gun, it leaves the flashlight on, but if you hit right, it's just momentary. And as you can see, you probably can, it's probably too bright out there. The flashlight is on, and also this little laser. It's not even a laser, it's kind of just like a red light covered with a little fuzzy projector thing over it. You can turn the LAM unit on and off, the battery power right there, and then just a comparison of sound without the suppressor. The suppressor is probably my favorite part of the gun. So here's how loud it is without the suppressor. Now it's out of gas. But it screws on quite nicely, and the threads line up. So you've got your U.S. government, Tokyo Marui, all of that. Then caliber 45 ACP. I will be removing this this light and putting a brighter light in there, and hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Then, oh, and then I forgot to mention this. Also, you can use the, it doesn't do anything, so that doesn't matter at all, but you can use the, what would be slide catch as a safety. As you can see, it didn't fire. So there you go. You put that up, it can't pull the trigger. You can't put that up, so you can still pull the trigger. So you can fire it many ways. You can just pull the trigger, or you can, so I mean, obviously it's a gas gun, so you're probably gonna go, if you're in a firefight, but if you want to take a little bit more accurate shots, so it's a darn accurate gun. It goes just